Darne, Jogan Dale, Dalen to Darna Chande, Munkalalanye Yele. Dine, Manon Koni Yele, Manon Panyam the Nele, Nazuka Polo Lani.
In this village, most people run to the southern sector, especially the young guys and the girls. From here, and I've experienced it in my life. If you go to the street, you see a lot of children. Some of them, they are sleeping on the gutters. Others are sleeping on tables. If you pick them and you ask them, they'll tell you serious things about their lives. Some of them, they lost their parents. Others, it's due to extended family problems. Others, it's due to the poverty of the parents. So they give birth to a lot of children which they cannot take care of them.
Whoever wants to go to the south makes Tamale a transit point. So most of the children come to Tamale knowing nobody. So they just come, and the station, the lorry park is their home, their everything, their relatives, everything is there. And that is where they begin to build friendship. I've been working for Youth Alive as a field worker for the past 4 years. My main job includes going to where street children work and live, to interact with them and to tell them about Youth Alive. So what do you do at the station? What do you do here?
We are removing things.
Oh, you remove things from this. Okay. Why not in school?
We don't have money.
You don't have money. You don't have money. Youth Alive seeks to support street children like you. Okay, we want to take you out from the street and give you a future. So I invite you to our office tomorrow. You come and then we'll talk. And we'll see how we can put you in school.
Yes.
Some have senior brothers. They call them senior brothers because as you come into the station, you get into contact. You want someone who will protect you. So someone who is stronger than you to protect you. And others too have what they call mothers, that they work and then in the evening they just rise there and eat, but they come back to the station and sleep. I have always held the view that if a child should even step at the station just for a day, it is very difficult to bring the child out. And so the longer they stay at the station, much difficult it is to bring them out from the station because they have already tasted life. The extended family system here is still working a bit, and so you find most of the girls living with relatives in town, so they don't actually sleep at the station. Also, there's the fear of rape and the rest, and so they will not want to sleep at the station. So I can see there is actually no prostitution.
The little girls you see at the background there, when the market women bring their goods, this is watermelon. You have a lot of them putting their watermelon in one vehicle. Now you realize that the watermelons have marks. For instance, this is somebody's mark. This is another person's mark. So there are various marks to identify. So when the vehicles come and they offload, it is these small girls who sort them out according to the marks. The owners give them either watermelon in return or they give them a token, money. What they do is to sell the watermelon and then they include that to the cash they get and they send that home. That is what she used to support her mother in the house. So as early as 7, 8, 10 years, they are already playing the adults. Instead of them being taken care of, they rather take care of others in the family. That's where the problem is. This is what the children go through. They come to the market and they pick everything that they get on the floor. And you can see the sand, everything, and the dirt. Everything is mixed up. You can even find charcoal. The painful thing is that they don't pick these things in a very free atmosphere. You heard how the women were shouting on them, they insult them, they call them names. They call them in the local language jury, market vultures. And when they send this home, their auntie, she will have to take time and sort all this out.
Nada. Ada no.
This is what is used for food in the house. There's no time to play because this morning by 5:30 they were already up to go and look for water. They had to clean the house. They came to the market and they'll be in the market till say 6 p.m. They'll go back, they have to go and fetch water. They just don't have a life of their own as children. So they have to walk a long distance. I went with them to where they fetch water. It's just about 2 to 3 miles away from the home. And they have to go twice, 3 times in a day. Even me as an adult, I can't imagine going all that distance to carry the kind of containers they are carrying. They are even denied to prepare themselves for the future because they have no education. So this is what Youth for Life does. What we do is to take people like Hawa through preparatory classes. They learn English, they learn arithmetic, they learn to write, they learn to speak. And after 1 year, when they are well prepared, we then put them in school. Mango. And the improvement has been tremendous. Hawa's brains was not challenged, so it lay there dormant. She performs better than some of her colleagues in the class. And very soon, Hawa will put in main school and she will continue her education.
Hawa ntuzuro binyo ko mara kan kacho zabil fu kabzon otma ko nintin na ta kabuka ta shari nanda do puni kan da malba kena ka jumduro ta gbama kabson ma shifta nan dran ku buka ta shari don dran ku buka ta shari ba ma bi hatta tikka wonye yunite kan yaba yimi dan yi pirin wa mana tinga hande ka wana ma nyamda ndira ka yi dama ni yelma nan tishir hande na ka tijira dira para bi ma zogba na ku biene do mi ban chan non na ka tijira bi kan ba ni nandi.
We started as a small project in 1996. With the support of Comic Relief, we were able to put up the first center in Tamale. And then when we needed to expand, we were again supported by Comic Relief, and we put up the same centers like we are seeing here in the Upper West region and in the Upper East region. So we are actually operating in the 3 northern regions. Currently, we are supporting almost 800 children in the 3 regions. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, Lara, 0, 0, 0. This little boy, Alassane, is 8 years old. He walks almost 3 miles to the center here to attend classes. Even though there is no lunch, he still comes. It shows how he wants to learn. And he's already in 3 months, he's making much progress.
nyaba dama ne ka bda nyaba dama ne ka do so biene ngba je dama ne ka bono ngambla ka bi ma jamdo ko to bo hawa ma hawa ko da kul dan nyaba mbuho ne ka bule tahna ko to bi dane nkane da ngahne wannan ma ko yel ne opere ben yano kana te nan da ka te dira ne te ka so won direte ne do so ka yene ben nan mlala na ka te dima ko yo ne karala o zo o chan shukuru won sai bi ma won ne no sai ko shir zan ba chan tetba ka wo ma go photo ko zan photo ma kuna to rin ye bi ane kan yel ba yi ban palma yi gbaza chemya dol ya wajen da fashe yi dol can ban da yi za dan da anya ba dol a wajen kafta shir sabaza.
The demand on us by these street children is so great, but unfortunately, due to financial constraints, sometimes we have to turn away children. For instance, last year in the Upper West region, 150 children came seeking support, but we could only help 35 of them. So the rest have had to go back to the street just because we do not have the resources.
Before a child is considered into organization here, we have to have the person's social background. That is, you identify the child, you go to the child's relatives. Most of the times they don't have parents. So you go to the family, you find out really that child is qualified as a needy child to be supported.
I went to the station, met two truck boys, very young, about 16. They are both 16. Those he was working with actually knew of Youth Alive. So when I started, they even encouraged him to come with me, and he readily accepted. You're an Indian. It's not an Indian. It's not an Indian. Okay, don't worry. You want to tell me about it? All right. So, don't worry, okay. Ani ya kaji na? Aya Tongo Bumbo. Tongo Bumbo. Tongo Bumbo.
Tongo Tunzo.
Tongo Tunzo. Tunzo. Abile. Abbas. Abbas Bumbo.
Ibewo.
All children are registered at the center, and we give them soap, water, clothing to reduce the stigma and facilitate public acceptance.
I need to take them back to the village because I am not sure of where they come from and the story they tell me. So I need to go back to the village to confirm that what they told me is exactly the story, and that I get there to know their people, and their people also know that yes, the keys are with us. So when something happens, I know exactly where to go. Thank you.
Voilà, à la faire.
Oh, c'est ça.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
ka yida.
Maman behanu po.
Ogun gomjana. Ejen ko be juma njana. Oh. They don't want to school. When I arrived at the village, Thomas's family told me that when the father died, Thomas was asked to follow cattle. And so he was deprived of education. His colleagues were in school, but he was asked to follow cattle. Now, Thomas, having grown to a certain stage, realized that wasn't what he wanted. And so he rebelled and left the house to Tamale. Thinking in Tamale he was going to get a better place, and according to him, he wanted to work as a truck pusher, mobilize some money, and then be able to go under training. And he had no money, so the best way was to push truck, mobilize that money, and then pay the master. And begin to train as a carpenter. When we Abbas, and when we got to the village and look at the situation, I asked why they think most young people leave the village to the cities. And the complaint was that the land was dried, and I saw it for myself. There's nothing that the land can actually produce.
They said that Kandata Bima and King Sukulma. Inja Engbajo Idakani. In that canoe, young man Ponkotan Yena. Tinja initiation on your young man.
So the children wanted to come back to Tamale and to learn something with their hands. So the intention of Youth Alive now is to place them under training. They have both expressed the desire to learn carpentry. And so that is what Youth Alive is going to do for them. We'll place them under training to learn carpentry.
Before the training, I was a track pusher. And that's where I know that it was not very good. I trained the carpentry 3 years now. It was very hard, but now I'm enjoying it. I am the owner of the shop.
And then when you place them, some of them, they still carry the street life into the various workshops. So before we place them, they undergo counseling. But normally that is not enough. So we go around monitoring their performance. What we normally do is we make a register of attendance and give to the various trainers so that they mark their daily attendance. If the attendance has not been good, then we call the apprentice to the office. They will try to find out the reason for the poor attendance and try to work on that to improve his attendance.
Through 2 years of apprenticeship in motorcycle mechanic,
Yes.
Youth Alive deem is fit to present you with this certificate.
Yes,
that will help you to do your work.
Thank you.
All right. We give these tools to the children after their training. They've all done 2 years of apprenticeship. After this, we add them a capital of 200,000 cedis each to start working.
I'm a qualified welder. I'm married and have 2 children. It was 5 people that I'm taking care of.
Awal has now a family. His children are in school. His children will get up, put their children in school. His grandchildren will go to school. His great-grandchildren will. And so just by helping our youth cut the cycle of poverty in his family. Comfort Nada learned the local cloth weaving, and instead of 2 years, she used just 6 months to learn. Now she has her own workshop and is able to support her 2 sisters in school.
They are supposed to pay back the amount of resources invested in setting them up, but they don't pay back in cash. They intend to train our children and other street and vulnerable children free of charge.
Rama is one of the very successful beneficiaries of Youth Alive. She trained as a dressmaker, has her own workshop, and is now training 9 apprentices. She has 2 daughters and wants to give them the best of education.
Shida mama kuma la mama nuni tuma biya mama da halare da gulya mama tuma karumta di so ne kama da ayan josu bi kuma ayan jirwa da tosu dama dan shara din tuma ma da ma dan shara din ne ala shi da gulma da ne transforma tuma ma ban sana da kiyara ni
Lundai Inshinema Kras and Canapi, Kati Katigi Kailar to Bolima Kailar, Kanimalana and Sancha, Lelepun Katibi Kayufa life and Tekana Burmani, and tea in Yele, Bummal Swans Mazampa, Burbe, Bay Bankatuma, sham kara en yeti kat ni bo porla biyan songame ka kulan be buruni ban zam ti chang nan bohen la electronics yuma ataka nan de puni ka pass in yi so tinda pass banin da titi tous katapil tuma tintalam pass ban lan titi tusia katina tabane kama le masters tidiri di danfane anye pumpumo irin tamimbanda bi burman ma difference ba bi tisusuni be wala kati taba bi konkoba ne taba a chena anye kanero to buna master ya kaza ama bi burne bi ambuna mi buru bela so mparo pam kama youth life num dayina tete song te hale kas te left master na. We still have more needy children coming in for support where our strength cannot cover that. So another strategy which has been put in place is advocacy and awareness creation. We do that through workshops, through seminars, through radio discussions.
So tell us, can street children, can they be reformed? Do you think if they get a chance, they can be reformed?
They are only bad because of the situation in which they are living in.
If they are given the support and the opportunity, I think they'll do and even do better. I thought education was just a waste of money, so I intended to drop out. But my auntie came in and sent me to Youth Alive, and they normally come to my school to see how I relate with my teachers and friends, and they see to it that I do well in school. Yeah, I want to be a medical doctor.
Quarterly, we hold a general meeting with the children where we invite a nurse, a health nurse, those who work with the regional health here. They come in to educate or to sensitize the children about reproductive health.
We are talking about human sexuality. And as young boys and young girls, as you begin to grow, there are some things that change in your body.
Since we started having this health education seminar, about 2 years, for 2 years now, we have not recorded any pregnancy case. So I think it's very effective.
Mami, zamanu kullam, so tum bien imani, bi pense mara bien me, kate bi dip suba bien. So tum bien, so kamala oyune ngbaresu, kandanyo yilo, nyano buru shambong.
There has been a great impact since I've been here. I've observed that a good number of children who have now excelled to SS, even to universities, they could have been left out.
Okay, and which one again? Youth Alive, they sponsor me, they pay my fees, and right now I'm at UTS, University for Development Studies, studying Integrated Development Studies. And it is my hope that when I finish that course as a development student, I'll really come back to this community and explain to people how they can send their children to school.
I'm Ernestina from Kandaga. This is my house. This is where I started my school. This is where I live, and I begin my primary. We are very poor. We don't have anything from the land. When I was 16, I didn't even know what to do. So during vacation, I do go to Kumasi to do farming to get some money, come and pay my school fees. When I complete JSS, it's Youth Alive who took care of me, paid my fees to the secondary school. Then, as of now, I'm at the university level. When I was walking around the streets, I didn't know, but it was in my mind that one day, one time, if I could get a chance, I would have gone to university to learn development studies. Because I didn't know if I were not to have it in mind, I didn't think I would have continued my SS. I would have been a dropout. But it was in my mind that the way I'm suffering, in fact, I have to go and learn development studies. I have to come and help my community.
As I'm sitting here, I have the same brain as a rich man's son or daughter can do. So it's only poverty. So I want to appeal to the whole African, the whole world, that anybody with support should help in organizations like Youth Alive so that they will help those who are living at the street. In fact, they have a great potential to contribute to the development of this whole world.
Nazulula nini, nazulula nini, nazulula nini, nazulula nini, nazulula nini, nini.